You went to Seoul, you saw the situation on the ground. Let's first underscore how big these numbers are.
Well, I mean, first of all, Samsung was great. They collaborated on the story. They brought us in. We probably talked to 6 or 7 senior Samsung executives. We got a look at their new chip facility, Pyeongtaek, which I'd love to tell you about. But yeah, it right now is poised to be the most profitable company in the world, overtaking Apple. We'll see when Apple reports, and the largest semiconductor maker in the world, overtaking Intel. It's remarkable. So, with all of this sort of crisis around the company, its chairman, J.Y. Lee, or nominal chairman, on trial now in South Korea for corruption. The Note 7 debacle last year, it's a company that is really executing well.
Right. Last year, we had a question of whether Samsung and the brand would ever be able to recover. And here now today, talk to us about the trial of Jay Lee and how that's impacting the company.
Well, I mean, you have to understand the Samsung Group, right? It's a coalition, a consortium of 60-some public and private companies. There's a founding family that kind of hover above it all. There's a sort of coordinating group which has now been disbanded. So they're, the leaders have been, kind of charismatic figureheads dipping in to make major decisions, acquisitions, major investments. But in South Korea, this is a political situation. It's really kind of turn the tide of public opinion against these big chaebols, these big companies like Samsung.
Which are the South Korean conglomerates. I mean, what's the likelihood that he's going to emerge from this unscathed? Or
it's possible. I mean, they haven't produced a smoking gun, and the allegation is that they basically persuaded the government to put pressure on the shareholder group, this pension fund actually, to go approve a Samsung merger to shore up the family control of the whole conglomerate. There might, if there was a quid pro quo, it was probably an unspoken one. They haven't, produced a smoking gun, so I think he probably gets out of this ordeal. We'll find out in the next couple of weeks. But there is precedent for the heads of these companies to go and spend some time in prison. South Korea just seems to have a very conflicted relationship between the government, the people, and these large companies that have fueled its economy.